Yeah, the dragon is insane. Dora, just a second. Oh. What will we play next, Philistine?
Yes.
That's where we left off. Can I rest here? Shit. I guess we go door by door. Durgan's Battery. That's a quest. Then I got tired of Dark Souls 3. I really got tired of it. Finished it like, I don't know, 3 times.
They gone? Have those nasty brutes finally left? I heard the ogres outside, tearing down walls and murdering folk. Don't remember how things got this bad. But you're the new adventurer. Renengild's latest volunteer. A real spitfire,
Play
she
something
told
you
me.
haven't played
Bet
before.
you whip those layabouts at the mine into shape.
Have you played Neverwinter Nights, Dragon Age Origins, Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale?
Did you say something, dear? Me? But I still remember plenty about the mine. Been praying to God to speak up.
Yes.
Go with Neverwinter Nights. It's one of my favorite RPGs, CRPGs. With all DLCs, Neverwinter Nights 1 and Neverwinter Nights 2. Amazing amount of content and great RPG.
What is
Highly suggest that one. You can't get wrong with it. Durgan's Battery. Have you played Freedom Force? And Freedom Force versus Third Reich? An absolute game of the year back then.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone. Ah, the champion of Defiance Bay. Must have been a long journey. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
It's an honor to be called here.
That's fine of you to say so, though I'm hoping your strengths lie more with arms than words.
Go with Neverwinter Nights. Trust me. Go with Neverwinter Nights 1 first, with all the DLCs. It's 90% similar to Pillars of Eternity. The only difference is you can rotate camera, like Divinity Original Sin.
Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain.
But way
on the
more
map.
serious than the
What roads we've got in the White
Not that
March are
much
basically
comedy as
tracks
in
in
the
the snow.
original sin.
And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good. But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires. The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once.
Mountain Dwarf.
We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge. Of course, been over 200 years since anyone's felt so much as a summery breeze near it. I'm hoping you can do something about that.
How so?
We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Tell me about the other expeditions.
A dozen different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery. But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone. The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
What is sudden interest in White Forge?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mineshaft and something resembling an inn. Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper.
It is what we do.
But the White Forge... well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands. Business would come. That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers. But Durgan steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
Why is Durgan steel so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable. If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart. Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility? It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself. The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense. But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in. The Adirans, but the place, it don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
Killed each other off. Or so the old books say.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place. Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me. Finally, someone talking.
Durgan steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive. No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace. Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use. Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more. The battery's up the mountain to the north, a good hike away.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it. Lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all. Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales. Belongs to flames that whisper. Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
One less matron would make our walls safer. What's left of them, anyway. Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle. Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Grave's Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land. What's on your mind? Adir founded us back in their colonial days to supply ore to the Empire. Saw a fair bit of traffic from both sides of the White March then. But after the Deerwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes. I'm the mayor, or so I'm reminded every time there's a game shortage, ogre attack, or a neighborly dispute. I'm a builder by trade, though. Traveled all over Air Glonfoth and the Deerwood in my younger days, but ended up back here anyway. Here in the center? Let's see. The Grave's Rest is next door. Hafric can set you up with a room and a hot meal. The fishery's just on the edge of the lake, and the Temple of Andra is next to it. No one keeps a secret like Lavda. Or so I'm told. A few folk live in this part of town, too. Seemed a lot safer before the ogres broke through the western. Thiersch lives next to the old mine shaft. And Tana, the old mine overseer, is next door to me. Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it. What's on your mind?
Last expedition.
They didn't volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask. I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers. But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over. Wish I could tell you more. What's on your mind? The Pargrin dwarves guarded it like a mother bear. It's a wonder we... What's on your mind?
Alright, that's it.
Well?
Everything here is stealing.
As you wish.
I'll find Baragon in the ice caverns. I'll find a way to unlock Durgan's battery.
Something else you need?
Anything about Durgan's battery?
It's a fool's hope. A fantasy that's kept these parts inhabited longer than they should. They say the Pargrunan dwarves developed Durgan's steel, became powerful, rich, and then one day, they locked their doors and died. Nothing like a mystery to stir folk up. Most of Stalwart is convinced that some Pargrin secret'll save us all. But that don't stop them from whispering a prayer when they pass the old fortress. About the only thing folk here haven't tried. Killing one more matron won't change things for long. Besides, her clan's flames that whisper. The one that attacked us was Wolf with many mouths. I'd know him anywhere.
They're cut from the same cloth, Aldrich. Only a matter of time before Baragon marches through that gap in our walls.
Mother's convinced that a magic forge will turn this frozen crack into a hub of civilization. She can't accept this place is dying. Me, I'd just as soon move on. I'm a carpenter, Mother's a builder, so it felt like a good fit at the time. Not that we've got a lot of new folk to build houses and furnishings for. These days, I spend most of my time fixing up the stockade.
Alright. And you?
Any luck with Durgan's battery?
Let's get out. We'll check the inn next. There's actually a lot to check.
Laying low.
Been looking everywhere for you.
What do you want? Really, I didn't see it during ogre attack. Guarding the Graph's Rest. Metzla. Around Jurgen's battery. Radicals. Topple garments kill the wealthy. Duke Avar and the regent of Red Cures will declare them illegal. What's a thermal pearl? It's your survival. It cures scurvy. Kill Metzla.
What is it?
Don't see the harm. Building's thirsty work.
Kill Ulmar. Take his head. Bounties. New bounties. Travel to Longwatch Falls. Thermal Pearl. That's it. See ya.
Say, you're the one we have to thank for fighting off the ogres, right? Never thought I'd see one of the God-touched. I would have helped fight them monsters off, you know, if I didn't think I'd just get in the way. And with you there to handle things, everything turned out well enough, didn't it? Don't see why Havrick's still sour at me. Oh, Havrick's the innkeeper over at the Grave's Rest. I may have been hiding in the inn when the fighting started. The raid didn't improve his disposition any. Did you know he has a whole case of Fenland liquor in there? I keep offering to buy it off him, but he says he's saving it up for when the battery's open again. As if we're gonna last that long. Anyhow, he said he'd thrash me up and down the mountain if I didn't leave him be.
You hid away while everyone else risked their lives.
That's that's what Havrick said, actually. Look, I'm not proud of it, but I'm no warrior. What am I gonna do? Throw a net on them? They say a single drop changes your life. You'll never want to have a drink of anything else. Probably that's all rubbish, but it's supposed to be very good. It's delusional is what it is. Point of fact, what with you dealing with ogres and everything, maybe you'd
Such.
Averick keeps all the good stock in the inn cellar.
Just a second.
Well, Averick can be a little intimidating when it comes to his beverages. But otherwise, not much.
What do I get out of this?
I'll pay you for it. I swear it. We'll split my wages. And the bottle, too, if you like. I just want to be able to say these lips have tasted the best the Ishamael Plains have to offer. Nothing so kind. You try living here a few years and see how you
Fenland liquor. Gref's Rest. This is Gref's Rest.
Please tell me.
Yeah, let's go in the inn. Huge place.
If they knew what was good for them, they'd be walking that fiery path instead of warming their hands at it. Light, flame, and sound.
Still can't feel my fingers. Thought I'd found shelter when I stumbled across this little village. Guessing you did too, huh? As much blood as there was in the streets, I'm lucky the ale's still flowing. Thought all the whispers about Durgan's battery were just village superstition. And maybe they are. But I might have been on my guard if I'd listened. I was part of an expedition, hunting for relics from Durgan's battery. We picked up a good haul, too. So it figures that's when the winds pick up and the sky starts dumping snow. We lost sight of the road. Took Liam out before we even realized we were surrounded. And then we see him coming out of the snow. These little four-armed wilder. Lagufoth, they're called. Quick little bastards. Francesca and I held them off as long as we could, but when they filled her full of darts, I turned tail and ran. Found my way here and thanked my luck for escaping the Lagufoth. Then come to find out that this town's got an ogre problem.
What are you going to do now?
I need to get those artifacts. Not that I'm in any shape to go after them myself. But I can't afford to return to Defiance Bay without something to show for my expedition. But you've got your own expedition to the battery, don't you? While you're out there, maybe you could look for my goods. Whatever's left of them. I'll give you a cut for anything you bring back, of course. I ain't asking for charity. I just can't afford to go home empty-handed.
What you looking for?
Like I said, we were treasure hunting near Durgan's battery when we were ambushed. What else do you want to know?
What about the other expedition?
Who? No, that would have been somebody else. We didn't meet with Renengild, or anyone else in town for that matter.
What is really important?
We took out several loans to pay for our trip out here. I'm gonna have trouble if I don't pay them back.
What do you know about Durgan's battery?
Just that it's been locked up tight for 200 years on account of those dwarves having a row. Which means that any trinkets from inside fetch a nice price.
Perception for
Sorry,
this shit.
I'm more of a... What's left of it should be near Durgan's battery.
Alright, everything is near Durgan's battery. gonna play this shit yet.
Owena! Go check on that Orland. Make sure he don't steal nothing.
I'll check him out. I still need to rest, I guess, yeah.
Never seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it. But you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word, and I'll give that shifty little Orland the boot.
Like a room.
Top quality bear pelts on every bed.
Hello, that
You
hunter.
won't be disappointed.
Nothing special. Nothing special. Had a very busy day. What about you? Dexterity, dexterity might, dexterity might, constitution. Yeah, we'll take this one. Most expensive. Save. All arrested.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
What refreshments do you got?
Nothing like a pint.
Oh, bullshit.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Quite expensive.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Showed up a few days ago, sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chain. Up to no good, I tell you. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone, but I don't want a ruckus over it.
Thanks for hosting that hunter. Makes you so sure he's trouble.
We get our share of lowlifes coming through here. Smugglers, fugitives, Kith looking to avoid the sharp eye of the law. Ways keeping to himself. Well, honest Kith sure don't have cause for it.
Could talk to him.
Don't hurt him or anything. I just want him to leave peacefully. Given your history, I thought I'd be clear on that point.
Speak to the
Yes.
Orlan in the Graf's Rest. We got a basement. Let's investigate a bit. See what do they got here. Oh, I can still hear. Mirrored image potion. For deflection. Some coin. Ovina. That's an Orlan.
Excuse me. Was there something you need?
What's coming out on PlayStation 4? Pillars of Eternity? I mean, this one or Pillars of Eternity 2? Wonder how they're gonna do that.
I'll see what I can find.
Not to be rude, but I'm rather busy. Can't you get another room? He... what? Oh no. No.
The complete edition of the first one. How the fuck will they do that on PlayStation? I mean, you need a bloody mouse and a lot of buttons on your keyboard for this. I don't know.
Is she there?
I mean, that's a good thing.
Did you see her?
Just a second. On Xbox One as well. Well, as I said, it's a good thing. Would like to see some PlayStation 4 and Xbox One exclusives on a PC. Not the other way around.
Devala. That woman. The slaver, she. I was a slave in Raid Ceres. I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Devala's one of the best.
Can I help?
I just want to get out of here. I've scraped together enough money to reach New Haelmar. But the locals talk about a Raid Saren party, camped west of town. It's got to be Devala. She's been after me since the foothills. I'll pay you if you can get rid of her. I don't care how.
We'll see.
Well,
Track down the slave hunter. I'm gonna check the basement too. See what's up there. Gambler.
Ten Ponds says he trips them.
You're awful.
What the fuck was this shit? Are you? Who the fuck places death traps in the inn? Alright, alright. Take that shit.
Ten Ponds
You
says he
might find
trips
this
them.
interesting.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Boy needs to get his head out of books.
That's not strapped, goddammit. Amazing. Come here.
What do you suppose
Ten
that
Ponds
bally
says he
thing
trips
is?
them.
You're awful.
Jesus. Need more mechanics for this.
Just like Tyrion to go down fast.
Yeah, I'll definitely need more mechanics for this. That's where the wine is, I guess. Still. Hello, Rocky. This is utter bullshit. I wonder how points in mechanics I'll need for this. At least 10, since I upped the
Yes?
difficulty.
You might
Ten
find this
Pond
interesting.
says he trips them.
You're awful.
Let's at least try to disarm something. I don't even want to get over there. That's also trapped, but he can see it. Just fuck it.
Yes?
We're going back till I get some mechanics. Too bad there are no mechanics when you rest in the end. This is the expansion pack, Rookie. The White March. Stalwart Village.
As you wish.
I still got some things to do with the main quest though. I'm gonna go back and finish that first. I just want to explore the village here. Get as much XP as I can. I haven't played this, yeah.
Keeping an eye out. Laying low.
I wonder what this is.
Let's check. Good thing there was something here at all. Let's see this. Just gonna explore the village for now. I ain't gonna fight anyone. We're going back to Twin Elms. We got King Raedric to deal with. He's a tough motherfucker.
It must be soon. 2 days, no more.
Thirsk. Thirsk, whatever.
Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't...
Where are you?
I'm Thiersch.
Thiersch.
I've lived here long enough that
Nearly got it.
Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter. And that's about all I can say for
hurt.
myself. Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back up. But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater. Cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away. The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin. Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half. I'm a few weeks out from trying again.
Where is this beast?
It roams the russet wood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey. Yeah. It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time. But mostly it's been going after hunters.
Tell me about your previous encounters.
Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares. Another time, he chased a bear into my camp. I nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed. He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone. No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big. And I see the signs it leaves behind. Doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. In any case, it needs to be put down.
We'll keep an eye for it.
It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its... Watch yourself on the mountain.
Hunt down the wolf. Alright, will do. Few more places to visit. And then I guess I go back to Twin Elms. Or I just try with Kid Nua. I'm at level 7 or 8. 8 should be level 8. check this wagon.
Let's see what lies this way.
Exceptional hunting bow. Light armor. Grants mirror damage when hit by a critical hit. Second level wizard spell, 25 defense against charm, confuse attacks, 10 defense against dominated. It's very good for Elot, I guess. It depends what he's got though. Compare. Also light armor, intellect lore, damage reduction. Shit, he's got better. What about this? Might, constitution, -2 to intellect, -2 to resolve. Alluring perfection. +2 enemies needed to flank. +2 to perception. Ring of deflection. +5 to accuracy. The rest are all traps, crafting materials. I'll take all the lockpicks. Don't need camping supplies. Can take all of that. Trade.
What is it?
Long watch falls.
I shall be discreet.
Deerwood. That's the exit. Where we came from. Yeah. What's this?
Be cautious. Be constant.
Let's see what's this about.
Oh, it's working! Yes! I can't believe it! It's really... Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so rude. I'm Ista. I heard we have you to thank for clearing out the ogres. I'm glad Stalwart survived. It would have been a disappointing trip up here otherwise.
What's the device you're holding?
My ore-locating divination tool. Well, that's what it will be. I have to calibrate it. Right now it seems to think you're a copper deposit. My Animancer contacts did suggest that a particular strong soul essence might interfere. I'm more interested in minerals in any case.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to recreate the instruments that first led the Pargrun dwarves to this mountain. This is my... Centuries ago, dwarves carrying tools just like this one followed their readings to what is now the battery. If I can recreate their work, then I may be able to find ore deposits elsewhere. I was hoping to test it, but my arrival was delayed by word of the ogre attack. I haven't been able to find anyone to venture up the mountain since.
Go up the mountain.
Really? That'd be wonderful. I just have to adjust the device. It should point you toward metal deposits. We already know the battery rests on some rich veins, but I was hoping to get a reading of the surrounding mountainside. If you can follow the readings to ore and bring back a sample, I can use it to refine the device. Thanks ever so much.
Ore locating device added to the stash. What? Where is it? It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Save. What about you? Sorry for your loss. Memory of your past. What else did he give the breasts? My armor. Go with this. Tell me about Medallion. Belonged to his sister. The last of his family.
What is it?
Damn, I got so many quests. Guess a few days more till I finish the game. Especially on this difficulty.
And what does the flame reveal?
I think here is stealing. Lavda, Spellweaver, Swordsman. Tell me about Ondra, the goddess of redemption. He lost everything, how can he take away the only thing left from his past? Lore philosopher. Or aggressive. Let's try with aggressive. Again, the Jurgen's battery. Find the gift better. Speak love to the priestess on the restored. Gift better. What's this about? What's gonna happen if we unfasten the latch? Pour some oil. A russet wood pond.
What is it?
Huh, that's what I get for asking directions in the middle of nowhere.
What the fuck? How many of them are here?
Say, I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the mountains lately, have you?
You mean Durgan's Battery?
No, but I've heard that name a lot. I'm looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. It's an obscure temple dedicated to Andra. I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament. Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
What kinds of tokens do you take?
Anything that represents a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind. Well, love notes, awkward family heirlooms, bad I might be here a while. Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, so I'm trying to think of this as an extended holiday in a remote mining village that smells like fish.
What are you, though?
You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice.
Bard?
And the company's well.
What is she? Barbarian? Barbarian with a lovely singing voice. Ay.
Safe travels.
Let's check her out.
Tell me.
Gonna level her up. Athletics is for barbarian and survival. Accurate carnage, accuracy. Grants barbaric blow 1 per encounter. Full attack slash pierce. 30% of hits converted to crits. Let's go with accurate carnage plus 5 accuracy as the first level. Get more athletics and survival. Next, frenzy 1 per encounter, 4 might, 4 constitution, 33 attack speed, minus 10 deflection, health and endurance concealed for 14 seconds, savage defiance, recovers endurance over 15 seconds, blooded, plus 25 damage while endurance below 50%, wild sprint, movement speed, defense when disengaging, not stunned by engagement. Either 25% damage while endurance below 50. Savage Defiance, Frenzy. This. Blooded. Athletics, Survival. Barbaric Blow. Yeah, definitely. Next. Athletics. Frenzy. Savage defense, brute force. The barbarian hits so hard that ordinary means of defense can be easily overpowered. On attacks that normally target deflection, the barbarian will instead attack fortitude if it's the lower defense. One stands alone. Self plus 2 enemies needed to flank. 20% when the barbarian makes a courageous stand against all attackers. Grants a melee damage bonus. When the barbarian is engaged by 2 or more enemies, and the barbarian cannot be flanked unless engaged by more than 3 enemies. Imparts unquenchable bloodlust to the barbarian, increasing his or her speed temporarily in a battle once he or she has personally downed at least 2 enemies. When she gets 2 enemies, she gets 20% attack speed. I'll take brute force. Go with survival here. You can't take anything else here. What about offensive? 2 weapon style. 20% dual wield attack speed. Yeah. Next. Athletics. Next. What's new? Bloodthirst. Self. Recover immediately. After killing an enemy, the barbarian recovery is waived, allowing them to attack again immediately. No. Threatening presence. The barbarian mere presence becomes so intimidating as to fill all approaching enemies with noise-setting dread. As long as the barbarian is stationary, nearby enemies may be sickened. What's sickened? His all attributes reduced by 1, fortitude and will are reduced by 10. Accuracy versus will. Passive, area of effect, radius, okay. Thick-skinned. Plus 2 damage reduction slash pierce or crush. Oh, either thick-skinned or threatening presence. As long as the barbarian is stationary, they may be sickened. It doesn't say the chance for them to be sickened. Let's go with threatening presence. I mean, whatever. And what now? What do I do now? Move speed, defense when disengaged in deep pockets, weapon sets, shot on a run, damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, quick switch, wound binding, field triage, friendly target, not vessel, 20%, no. Hold the line, reflex, fortitude, will, mental fortress, defense against charm, frightened, dominated, and confused, body control, unstoppable, cautious attack, unstoppable, defense against blinded, stuck, prone, hobble, dazed, weapon and shield, graceful retreat, deflection, whatever offensive, savage attack, and venom strike. Delivers a toxic strike that does raw damage. A blue and green combined. Yeah. Dangerous implement. One-handed, two-handed, Beast Slayer, Primal Bane. Interrupting blows. Bloody Slaughter. Bloody Slaughter. Get survival. Passive area of effect. Full AoE, full attack, exacts a final revenge. When the barbarian reduced to 0 and the rest causing him or her to perform instant carnage, full attacks at everyone in a range. Sounds interesting, I don't know. It depends what kind of damage does she deal. Do I show what? Bloodlust. Increasing his or her speed temporarily in a battle once he or she has been down at least 2 enemies. Barbaric Shout. Terrify enemies in the area of effect. Terrify them for 24 seconds. Resolve and dexterity are reduced by 4. Accuracy is reduced by 20 for all sources. Overrides frightened. Thick skinned. +2 damage reduction. / pierce crush. Area of effect 2 meters. Full attack. Let's risk with this. Range full defeat. Next. Survival. What do I get now? What's Savage attack? Grant Savage attack. 20% melee damage, -5 melee accuracy. And Venom Strike. Now I don't know what to do. Interrupting blows. +15 to interrupt. Let's go with interrupting blows. Sounds good for Barbarian. That's it. I mean, Kana is out, but...
Yes?
Guess I'll play with her when I go through the White March. Can I exchange here? You must be at the stronghold to recruit or dismiss party members. Fuck you.
What is it?
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Steelworth Fishery. Check the shit.
Fresh fish! Freshly caught! Effigy's eyes! It looks at me! Ah!
What the fuck happened here?
Me and Sledge are thinking about heading down, joining a caravan over to Dawning.
Dawning? What for? You like your ogres bigger?
Feels like it's hardly worth putting the huts back up.
Better than standing out here shivering.
Yeah, whatever. What's this? Can I trigger it again? Let's save first. Villager. Sift through the fish scraps. Poke the head. Pull out the head. Size of a melon. Poke the head. Shifts deeper. Pull out. What the f... Zahua.
You must forgive, Zawa. I was not expecting you.
What What were you doing in the battle?
Resting my eyes, I thought. Waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight. It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it. Are you real?
Now that you ask, I'm not sure.
We shall let the matter rest for now, then. Until the Malkachoa wears off.
I have a master. Understand why we were in that battle.
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Sanity or vanity?
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish?
Hard to argue with that. It helps to be this handsome. Let's go with clever.
I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far. Yes, quite pleased.
Scars are from the battle.
From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies. These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these were for vanity.
You made those scars.
I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones. I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable.
You have achieved this.
I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone.
Do you often smear yourself with fish?
Gods, no. What a way to travel the world. The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides. The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself. I was visiting a monastery not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place.
So with fists only.
Zawa is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go. I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it. And this fortress, this Durgan's battery, its people are gone. Zawa would know why. Of course, I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it. I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth,
I go with
a
full
better
melee
station.
party.
My soul would wither.
2 paladins, 1 fighter, 1 monk, 1 barbarian, and let's say a mage. But I kinda want Durance. He's very important also.
But to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements. Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us.
Alright, come with me.
If one wishes to swim, it is we are here together in this moment because of perfect force. I will walk with you so long as the gods.
Let's be on our way. Let's switch
walk your
him.
path, I'll walk mine.
Oh, he's pissed.
You can trust me.
He is bloody pissed. Let's recruit him. He's using wounds to cast spells. Let's level him up. What does a monk? What philosopher? Here's level 1 scrolls. Fuck lore. I'll give him athletics. -2 wound threshold. Guess that's very important since he's casting spells with wounds. Mortification of the soul. Triple rest. User +1 wounds. The monk immediately inflicts enough raw damage on himself or herself to gain a wound. We go with lesser wounds. Next level. Athletics. Points into survival. Swift strikes. Hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increasing their attack rate for a brief period. +25 attack speed for 10 seconds. Speed's instant. Requires 1 wound. Able to channel physical pain into pure energy that reacts attackers while the monk has wounds. He or she adds proportional fire bonus to melee damage. 5% burn damage per wound. That can hurt a lot then. Intense practice and years of study enable the monk to move with confident fluidity in battle. During combat, the monk movement rate is increased. Force of Anguish, powerful attack that knocks the target back a significant distance if the attack is successful. Target bumps others out of the way and bounces off hard surfaces like walls before ending up prone. Everything sounds good. Let's use Force of Anguish first. With athletics. +1 wounds, that's fine. Next. Athletics. Calls upon the power of the monk's Psyche, reflecting half of ranged missiles targeting only the monk back to their point of origin. On the attacks resulting in miss, have a chance to be reflected now. Clarity of Agony. Through pain, the monk is able to cleanse his or her body, reducing the duration of incoming existing hostile effects by half. -50 duration for hostile. No. Stunning blow. 2 per encounter. If successful, stun for 3 seconds only. Disrupt enemies. Long stride. We go with 25% attack speed. Next. Survival. Lightning strikes. Energizes the monk's swift strikes, causing anyone hit by an attack to take additional shock damage. Modifies swift strikes, 25% damage as shock. Requires 1 wound. You get attack speed and shock damage. Yeah. Athletics. Next. 5% burn damage per wound, long stride, move speed, stunning blow, clarity, and all of this. The long pain. The monk becomes capable of projecting force from his or her fists, inflicting damage at long range. Summon weapon, long pain fists. Summon weapon, long pain fists for 30 seconds. Rotting pain. Generates a shockwave around monk each time he gains a wound, inflicting a small amount of damage to and possibly calling an interrupt on all enemies in the area of effect. The monk gains 2 modal abilities that allow him to switch between a bonus to deflection and bonus to all other defenses. Duality of Mortal Presence, deflection, or all defenses except deflection. Crucible of Suffering. Fortitude Reflex Will for 20 seconds. When it triggers, Temporary insight through endurance. Gain temporary bonus to fortitude, reflex, and will whenever a hostile effect expires. The stun lasts for only 3 seconds. It's only usable as interrupt. Let's go with long pain. Transcendent suffering. Based on arm damage starts much higher than the other characters. Next. We can't do anything else here. What about offensive? Is there anything for fists? Is to wield attack speed while using a weapon in each hand. I don't know what to do with him. Is there anything for fists? As the flail, wand, warbow, crossbow, accuracy, rapier, dagger, mace, scepter, rod, hatchet, spear, unarmed, peasant. Let's go with weapon focus peasant. It's for unarmed. Survival. What's new? Is there anything new? What's a long movement speed? Burn. Clarity, rooting. Generates a shockwave. Let's use a shockwave. What now? Interrupting blows or bloody slaughter. What about defensive? Hold the line. The reflex defense allow characters to dodge out of the way. I guess he's very good at dodging. Defined by dexterity and perception. Guess he's got dexterity and perception. Snake's reflexes should be very good for Monk. Let's risk. I don't know his base stats, but I think he's got dexterity and perception the most. Maybe resolve also. I'll take Snake's reflexes. Wanna check him. I think I got it.
Too
Good.
predictable.
Might, Constitution, Dexterity. Motherfucker, you're using Might and Constitution. It's not like in Diablo. Let me check.
Yes.
Quite simple. I don't want you to use any weapons. Just fuck off with that. He's using light armor though. And I saw
Well,
a very good light armor here. Let's get over there. I'm gonna get inside the house later. I wanna check something. Because I think this is quite good. There is a light there. Gonna buy this. There's Monk's outfit. He's already got Monk's outfit. Might, Constitution, Intellect, and Resolve. He's not using Intellect and Resolve. I guess that's all for him. +2 enemies needed to flank. Deflection ring. Accuracy, defense against disease and poison. Gauntlets of accuracy. You know what? I guess everything is good for him here. Hat. But it costs a lot. Shit. It really costs a lot. But whatever. Buy that. Do we got anything else? What about belt? Accuracy when below endurance. 20 against disease and poison. Grants dominate. And resolve. I'll buy this. I'll buy everything. Fuck it. Trade. I guess that's exactly for him. It takes away intellect and resolve. He's not using intellect and resolve, is he? Intellect and resolve, concentration, deflection, and will. This gives perception. All good. All good. I guess. So what I need now, heavy, high to low. He's not using weapons. Go on Pledge, reflex and healing, deflection, damage reduction, suppress affliction, defense against spells. He doesn't have any boots. 10% damage on flank. Do you got boots? Well, now you do. Two rings. Stealth of perception. 10 damage to flanked. Sneak. Take all of that. Resolve. His resolve is down. Yeah. I guess we give him some resolve. What do you got? Deflection. Second chance Constitution might resolve. I'm gonna give resolve to him. +6, +2, +4. Good. And what else are you lacking? Intelligence, area of effect, duration, and will. They're all rings that I got. Fuck. Suppress affliction, combusting wounds, burn damage over time for 20 seconds. What about here? Fuck, I like rings now. Minor spellbind, suppress affliction. Jesus. That sucks. Do you got any rings? Give me that. There goes my coin. Give me some deflection. What do I do with you though? What's this? You use light armor. Fine speed, healing bonus. Pierce, freeze, corrode. Fortitude, rat skulls. What do we do with you? First of all that blue shit out. Sneak attack bonus. That sucks a lot. You got boots. No boots. Need to clear this shit out. Two-handed. Two-handed. One-handed. Clear the inventory a bit. Grazes reflected back at attacker. The fuck out. Same with this. To clear everything. See what to do with you though. I need to sell stuff. High to low. Two-handed. Unique one-handed. What is Zatuk? Dagger? With a lot of damage. Unique club. That's all from here. You got anything in reserve? You got a flail. You're using this. Get the flail. I'll give you what's left. All good. Alright. Heavy armor, light armor. Recovery speed is catastrophic. Have a cape. All that shit. Oh, fortitude. Deflection. Of reflex. Reflex healing. That's all I got. These shit rings. Sneak attack bonus. That's bullshit. Stealthy of perception, also bullshit. She's very weak. Extremely weak. I just don't have stuff for her. Forgiven. gonna be like this. Whatever.
What is it?
Did everything I could, and I spent a lot of coin. What's left? Only this. Let's check it out. Still worth fishery. Barbarian is very weak. I mean, with gear. But monk is good.
We should check the barrels for more crazy monks.
Check the barrels for more crazy monks. Kinda used to my team.
Be constant.
Every add-on that I get. Fishery closed for the night. Alright. I guess we go back to Kednua. What's this though? I'll check that out.
They won't see me coming. Step lightly.
Discovered everything. Maybe russet wood only. Go from here to discover it. Go to Deerwood. And I guess to Kednua. 24 hours to complete your journey from Stoller Village to Kednua. Yes. Be right back in a minute. what I want to do now is assemble the party. The group Middle East, Solmar the Shackled that visitor living in 8 days and escort payoff. Let's get in the kip. See what to do. Fortress is beset by thieves. I see the jealous rivals are dealt with. I'll have missives sent to every noble in my lands. I'm sure Alot can handle them discreetly. Second thought, perhaps I'll have missives sent to every noble in my lands. Letters, my lord, I think that's sufficient. They'll heed my warning or be destroyed. I can afford to be at each other's throats, so I'm sure these nobles will see reason. Probably on second thought, we can afford to be at each other's throat. XP earned out of this. Let's rest with mechanics bonus. Or not yet, but I better think about it. I need them to stay street switch. I'll do it like this. You, you,
See you when I see you.
and
Farewell.
you out. You in. They leveled up though. They did. Alright, let's do it. Whatever. Waste some time. I don't know. Lore. What the fuck? Athletics. Yeah, whatever. I won't use Grieving Mother. Borrowed Instinct. Ransacks them in intellect and perception for energy, causing damage to those enemy attributes while boosting the cipher defenses now. Connects the mind of a cipher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge of his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon the cipher towards the enemy the ally is attacking, 20 accuracy when attacking the same enemy as the target for 33.8 seconds. Yeah, whatever. Brutal backlash. What? Backlash. The cipher physic backlash becomes especially traumatic with a small amount of raw damage to the target on hit. Yeah. What level are you? Level 10. I jumped from level 7 to level 10 on one upgrade. Strange. At least they all level up at the same time. They don't lose XP. Just switch them. However you like. Lore. Survival. Bonus first level spell, bonus third level spell. Let's go with third level spell. It's whatever. I won't use Dread. Next level. Athletics. Charm Beast. Dancing Bolts. Spell Mastery. Sunbeam. Area of Effect. Interrupt. Yeah. What's Talon's Reach? Slash damage. Interrupt. First level Fest. Tanglefoot. Wild Thorns. I don't know. I don't know Druid spells. It's whatever. Learn new spells again. Holy shit. No, with Athletics. Almost 4th level spell, whatever. Sagani. What do you need, Sagani? Stealth. Accurate Wounding Shot. She's good though. Modifies Wounding Shot plus 10 accuracy. Grants Resilient Companion. Faithful Companion. Defense against Charm, Dominated, Confused. Accurate Wounding Shot. Next level. Survival. Next. Next. Defensive Band. Stalkers. Link. Takedown. Binding Roots. Arrow Sense. Vicious Aim. Revive Companion. Heal Companion. Stuck for 34.5. Let's go with Binding Roots. Stealth. Thorny Roots. Pierce damage, slash damage, modifies Binding Roots. Yeah, let's go with Thorny Roots. Done. I'm gonna save, and I want to check something. I'm gonna check the gear on them. I fucking knew it. There's Perception. But that coat is for her. Fortitude, Reflex, Will. And you got... Switch it like this. Unit Stiletto. Keep those, but I better think about it. Only usable by Ranger, that's fine. Light armor, fine. From high to low. As far as I can tell, this is great. Heavy. Ring of Protection. Damn, you like items in this game. Same shit, non-stop. Deflection. Stealth Perception. Observant. That for resolve is great. I think we're good like this. Gloves. Need those bloody gloves. For now, it's okay. Got what I wanted. Dismiss.
Very well.
May Wal watch your step.
You. Heather. You. You. Accept. Going back to previous.
Yes.
Line up. Coil. Save.
Hello.
What do you got? That's what I sold him. Oh, bullshit. Oh. Sell. That's a lot of coin. Alright, trade.
What is it?
Coin. You. Let's talk about my army. What's the status? Well, for now. Well.
Well?
Let's rest. I'm gonna get mechanics.
Yes.
To Twin Elms. Let's finish with Twin Elms. Jesus Christ. They're standing good. I'll check the formation. The Ransel, that's it. Quests. The Assassin at Large with Dellingman. Terror Elms Reach, that's the main quest. Look at this shit here. Blade of the Endless Path, Bounty. I need to level up. I'll level up very soon. We're going to Twin Elms. There's the lineup. Elms Reach. Is that clear, man? Relag. Yeah, I'm done with the map. Very well. Elms Reach. Blood Sands. Hall of Warriors.
Well?
Let's move on.
I shall be discreet.
What's this shit? It's all stealing. That's not. Can I upgrade my gear though? No. Rabies. Other dragon scale. Let's get fine. What about this? He has enchantment fine. Soulbound. I need 3 belts.
Well?
Where the fuck do I buy those belts? Checked all the markets.
Hello.
Protector, tribesman, stag companion. This leads to old song. So stealing. What's this? Check this one. Whoa, what's this? Some hidden passage. Really? Light armor. Whoa. It can actually be good. Let's see if someone can wear it. You're good with that. Constitution, damage reduction. White light, recovery speed, same. 10 defense against spells, 2 athletics. What about you? 4 damage recovery, fine. It's gonna go to Barbarian, I guess.
What is it?
No, supplies.
As you wish.
Let's get out. Save here.
Many blessings, traveler.
By Delemgan, they mean about ingredients. Tell me about the man you speak of. Knows rich. The assassin at large, that's the main quest. You can do that.
And what does the flame reveal?
And this is another Glenfachen home. That's the last one. Then we go to the big buildings. I just wanna buy something that's actually good. Itemization is the biggest problem in this game so far. This is the only problem that the game has. Tremendous amount of useless items. Very low amount of good items. Even when you get unique items, they're shit. I mean, how much? Like, I've been playing this game for the last 15 days, and still 3 of my characters do not have belt, waist, whatever. Where do we go? We go here first. What's this? Blood mass. In shops, they're bullshit, Rocky. An absolute bullshit. Can we steal here? I'll level up very soon. Very, very soon. Like one more side quest or task, whatever. One fight. Where you? What the?
What is it?
Where's your? Come on. There it is. Stupid bugs. Also showing his weapons. notice something. Come on. What's the point? Whatever. Let's pick. Hall of Warriors. Tell me about your tribe. The youngest tribe in Anglafat. Hunters. Fjorm. Giant Stelgar on the Sentinel's Ridge. Got fucked by the beast. Hunter brother. To find Fion.
Hello? Hello?
Take that. Check here. I guess we get in.
I shall be discreet.
Everything's stealing. Three Tusk Warriors. Move out of there. Go somewhere else. Simok.
What brings you here?
What's Blood Sands? Ancient place of sacrifice in a cave by the great elms themselves. Tell me about the Three Tusk Stelgar. What do they do here? Oh shit, misclicked. Pity they're only trying to save their children. And there isn't a stairway, isn't there? A room for you both. He's 250 years old. Bloody elves. If your own children don't succeed you, what happens? Bog child. Fisher crane. Intane bug. Go on. What will keep Ilverda deal with the child? She will sacrifice her. It's the only way to distill her essence. Be easier to kill this fella and distill his essence. See why I need to do this. How can I possibly start to get away with this? The potion that you need from Verda. Remind me where I can find the child. She's staying in a house in Hearthstone. How can I possibly expect me to get away with this? You know the girl is here. One-on-one babe look much the same as the next. Let me worry about this. I don't see why I need to do this. Can I do it without attracting undue attention? I should kill you for this. Your dynasty ends now. I won't do this. What the fuck? Sacrificial bloodlines. Want me to sacrifice a bloody Orlan? What is this crap now? What is this about? Yes, you sacrifice Vela. I would never hurt the child. There's an herbalist among the Ovates of the Golden Grove, Bleda. She could brew a poison. Simak wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. You want me to murder your father? Now let me guess, if Simok dies, you're next in line. I've gotta think about this. Them dissolves. Kill the child, sacrifice the child, or save the child.
Well?
We'll probably save the child. An Orlan child. Let's get moving. What's left on this map though? That, and this. We're gonna go to the Golden Grove.
Nice and quiet.
See if there's anything hidden here. No. What's this crap? Bleda. What? Notice guard, Thumburn. What the fuck is this? Twine around your hand. And this leads to nowhere. It's way out. Golden celery. Who do I speak with here? Bleda.
Many blessings, traveler.
Oh. I'd like to see your stocks. Potions, sapphire, emerald, opal. They cost quite a lot. Trade. Here they can make certain poisons. Only dealing tonics. What kind of substances? Kero Golan, spider venom, rotten blood mass extract, cave coral mixed with skin bone. I need a mixture of cave coral and skin bone. I just thought I'd experiment with it and see what happens. My friend Stelgar is dying. He won't use the creature's passing. It works slowly. This will send him back to the cycle kindly enough. Dark fluid. Well, we got a poison. Trick Simok into drinking the poison. It's gonna be hilarious.
Hail, Estramor.
Tell me about the Golden Grow. Naturalists and philosophers, herbalists, teachers. Fuck you, all of you. Can we get up there? Or weapon in the Golden Grow. And you are? Isvold.
Many blessings, traveler.
What do you believe? Nature. Tell me about the Golden Grow. Druids, philosophers, students of nature. Who leads your order? Erona. Journey still, I'm sure, to renew her strength. She's there now with some of her closest followers. In fact, Erona is mighty elm among us. I'd like to know more about Erona. Well, we can poison the fucker that wants the child dead, or we sacrifice the child. I got a poison though. What is it now?
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How will we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
How would we get Yovara to move to Sinius?
You told me once that you had never met Yavara. Now you will tell me the truth.
She was my mentor, was in love with her, she and I were friends. We may have met a few times. What's this?
And what was your opinion of her?
Overly self-righteous. She seemed respectable at the time.
It seems we all had the wrong impression. You are wise to be forthcoming with me. I am willing to forget your prior lapse in memory. You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
When I get my hands on that Taos, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
What's the shit? Terevron, Twin Elms. Twin Elms XP, okay, 150, what the fuck now? Sida, twin identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Not really.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of his predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
Sick man who came through here, it sounds as stuff before I met him. There was a commotion here and I came to investigate. My biggest concern is the health of this land. It would be wise to aid me. My purpose in the presence of such legendary beauty. I began hallucinating in double. To gladly burn this place down. I have more pressing concerns. I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as a thought. You have already met him.
There! By his own admission, Sheetha.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer. Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial. The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Probably he's the only one who can fix it. Stopping him might end Vaden's legacy. Must face justice for his transgressions. He crossed me. I intend to get my revenge. We seem to be linked, and I need to know why. I don't fully know myself. My reasons are my concern. It has nothing to do with you. I don't fully know myself. I'm honest.
Ridiculous. Why would you pursue a man like that without knowing why?
Are you so agitated by recent events, sister? How many have come to the Elms over the years with no better an explanation? These two share a link that extends beyond lifetimes. It was bound to bring them here, sooner or later. But that's what this is really about, isn't it? You are tied to him. I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
Said.
Struggling at very few specific pair of talking saplings.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
I didn't have a choice. I had to believe in something. I'd rather have tried to put this right. I'm gonna go with I'd rather have tried to put things right.
However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
This may be preferable to what lies in store for me. What is it?
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
How do I unlock the rest of my past?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos.
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
So you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get him?
I know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it. But at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
To jump into a pit.
Oh, sister, if only we'd thought to trick Theos into jumping.
No trick, I'm afraid. Though without the proper preparations, the fall will certainly kill you. The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow. The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
How would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
So the way to get through this pit is to pray for help. Why would I pray? Who would I pray to? Is there no other way? How do I pray? Is there no other way?
None.
Fuck you. Who would I pray to? Any god you can.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake, the feeling is shared.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
So the only way to get through the pit is to pray for help.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
I have other questions.
What do you wish to know?
I didn't know I was pursuing
The
Theos.
same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with.
Right.
You share certain similarities with the man you pursue. For your sake,
You mentioned that
I pray
people
they are few and
come
of
to
no
these zones without
consequence.
knowing why.
There is something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding, something like a beacon. The elm, sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace.
Or vengeance.
What about it to you?
There is little to be said about us, for we are bound here, caretakers and defenders of this place. We have seen the elms grow tall. We have seen cities built, burned, and built again. The only constant has been the tower, a silent companion through the ages. You can imagine.
If you do nothing else, make that man pay for what he did here.
It's not about praying for the support of the gods.
We will tell you what we can.
Farewell.
Before you go, tell me this,
Motherfucker.
old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I won't know until I get there and to understand our history, so maybe put to rest nothing more. He must be destroyed. Return him to the wheel of life and death, so he may trouble me no more. Wish to undo the harm he's caused. I would set him on a better path. I would take his place and power for myself. I wish to undo the harm that he caused.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, and be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned. And it is, may you find an answer to your...
Hey, I leveled up. Although, not all of them, but still. The assassin at large, that would be the main quest. Pray to the gods in Ter Evron. Ter Evron is in front of me. Yeah. Travel to the burial isles, just to jump into a pit. What else? That's it. That's all up. Need to go to the toilet, be right back in a second. fucked up with the lore a lot. All I needed was survival. I got damage reduction too now, I guess. Next. Inspiring Triumph. What's Liberating Exhilaration? Commands an ally to summon all their strength in order to temporarily ignore existing hostile effects. Effects will resume once the Liberating Exhilaration ends for 23 seconds. Hostile effects suspended. Deprive the unworthy. Look at this shit. Inspiring Triumph. Plus 7 all defenses for 11 seconds only. Deprive the unworthy. Ages of Loyalty. Confused, charmed, and dominated characters have severe accuracy penalties when attacking the paladin. Additionally, the paladin's attacks against such characters do minimal damage and always end the effect. Charmed, dominated, and confused. Wait. The paladin attacks against such characters do minimal damage and always end the effect. This is very useful. Revive is also useful. The Paladin's pure soul resists all invading forces, granting a bonus to defense against poison and disease, let charm, dominated, frightened, and terrified. Multi-heal. Motherfucker, everything is good. Ages of Loyalty sounds the best as right now. Just don't know what to use. So many good stuff. This, that, and this. So these 5, they're all great. I don't need Healing Chain while I have Priest in my ranks. I don't need to give them attack speed. He's already strong enough for Righteous Soul. I already have 1 revive, so Ages of Loyalty is the best way that I can go with. Hope I was right. What about you? Survival, Lay on Hands, Inspiring Triumph. Again, I'm thinking about Ages of Loyalty on her too. Yeah, it's gonna be Ages of Loyalty on her also. Done. Alot, what do you got? Mechanics, next. Arcane, level 6, 2 available. Calls down an enormous spike of ice, pulsing freeze damage on enemies in the area of effect and creating an intense circle of frost that can hobble foes in touches. Creates a burst of deadly force around the caster, causing any enemies in the immediate vicinity to take pierce damage, bypassing the damage reduction. Gaze of the Yadragan gives the caster mystifying gaze of the Yadra creature that provides the spell's namesake, petrifying enemies within the area of effect. Ooh, we can petrify, although for only 8 seconds, but still. Cause a black ring of necrotic energy in tipping that spreads out all in directions, causing corrode damage to enemies it touches and potentially destroying those with low endurance. Caster temporarily sacrifice arcane power for martial might. Wizard gain bonus to deflection, accuracy, might, constitution, and dexterity. Because unable to cast spells or switching grimoires for the duration of the spell. Plus 8 to everything. Spell casting disabled for 42 seconds. Chain lightning though. Tremendous bolt of electricity directs directly to a single target and jumps between up to 6 nearby enemies. Others in their effect are not armed by the arcane lightning. I'm gonna take chain lightning as the first spell. What will hex upon enemies in the area of effect, causing them to become either dazed, sickened, or paralyzed, depending on its own mysterious whims. Dazed, reduce accuracy, sickened, all attributes reduced, paralyzed, dexterity set to 0, reflex and deflections reduced by 40, override stunned, stuck and prone, arcane reflection, reflecting hostile target spell up to 5th level back at their casters. I don't know. Let's take freezing pillar and chain lightning, whatever. Ooh, 1 spell mastery. What will we use here? Creates a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction, confusing enemies in the area of effect. Confused for 7 seconds. Combusting wounds each time they're wounded. Take burn damage. Blind. Paralyze. Mirror image. Necrotic lens. Ray of fire. And a rolling flame. We're gonna take bewildering spectacle. And we get confused out of it. Yeah. Next. I think it's very good. I really think it's very good. Just need to check his grimoire. Wizard's Double. Trust of Tethered Veils. Ghost Blades. Trapped enemy spellcasters. One bewildering spectacle. Paralyze, sicken. Rolling flame out. Bewildering spectacle on. Mirrored image. That's all good. Cane dampener. Noir imprint. Okay. We're all like this.
What is it?
Let's see what lies this way.
Nothing else to speak with them.
What do you wish to know until we meet again?
It goes for her too. Okay.
Light, flame, and sound.
Check over here.
We'll keep to ourselves.
To explore a lot of areas now. What's
Let's
this
see
though?
what lies this way.
Do I want to explore this? There's nothing else to do, so yeah, I do. Check out the cave. Blood sands. Keeper Ghost. Tell me about ethnic Null. That's who we are. What's this place?
I shall be discreet.
All right. What about you? Throw 'em around. See if they hit anything here. Then these caves are huge. Keeper Verda. We need to sacrifice her.
Many blessings, traveler.
Tell me about the blood sands. What do they do here? Sell and maintain certain goods. How do these sacrifices work? It's not her. That's all she's got. Seems like. I'll check once more. Yeah, that's all. A lot of potions, so that's about it.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Anyone with weapons, goddammit. Whoa, Earth Blight. Greater, Light Chanter, Keeper, what the... What's this?
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
That's unusual.
Ooh. Ooh. Whoa, 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 it's bloody trapped. Still.
I wonder what this is.
Nice. That's bloody nice. You cannot disarm the trap. God fucking damn it. What is this? Let me check the gloves. Only usable by monk. 2 roll damage per wound. Damn. Damn. We got gloves for monk. If I decide to switch on him, of course. What is this crap?
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
This is why I prefer the wand to the blade. Okay. Whatever. I wonder if I'll get one-shotted from that trap.
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
Tell me more about Ethnic Null. Druidic Order. Famous Linguitian times. How are you different from Ovates of the Golden Grow? I agree, I just make sure I'm holding the knife. I refuse to believe that. What's War Paint? I'd like to buy War Paint. Talk to Keeper Verda. Alright. Want to know more about your sacrifices?
It was a sacrifice, and one willingly entered into. The survival of all things depends on balance. give and take.
That sounds brutal.
I am the Archdruid of the...
You're an asshole, that's what you are.
Slowly now.
Bloody asshole. I'm gonna slaughter all of these elves just to finish the quests, get the XP. After that I'm slaughtering them all. Bloody maniacs. Leveled up. Why? Location discovered. Fire sacrifice chamber. Leveled up. Either survival. Vigorous defense. The fighter becomes fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, dramatically increasing all defenses for a short time, 1 per encounter. No, fuck that. Fearless, self-immunity to frightened and terrified as a passive. The fighter disengagement attacks have increased accuracy damage and knock enemies prone. No. The fighter interposes himself or herself between incoming attacks at nearby allies. The final damage total of any attack against a nearby is cut in half, with the fighter taking the other half as a raw damage. Fuck that. Unbroken. The fighter refuses to be vanquished. After being knocked out, the fighter stands back up with a portion of his endurance. It reverses all defenses and damage reduction 1 per encounter as a passive, requires endurance below 1%. Revive with some endurance and a lot of damage reduction for the next 30 seconds. That unbroken is very good. The fighter lunges through the battle, pulling enemy into immediate melee range, causing crush damage and leaving them dazed. That's also very good. Extra to repel the most savage blows, causing a percentage of all common critical hits to become hits. He is converted to grazes. Also very good. Raise accuracy. Regain endurance. Greatsword, Pike, Warhammer, Arbalest, Arquebus. Saber, Stiletto, Club, Pistol, Blunderbuss. Hatchet, Spear, Corsa, Hunting Bow, Unarmed. Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Scepter, Rod. Battle Axe, Sword, Morningstar, Crossbow. Poleaxe, Sestak, Flail, Longbow. I think he's got a great sword here. Pike, Warhammer. But I don't want to use it. Unbroken sounds very good. Into the Fray is also great. I'll take Unbroken. Sounds good like that. I'm gonna check what he's got. I think it's a great sword. Where? Unique great sword. Yeah.
Well?
Maybe on the next level.
As you wish.
What's this shit? See if they hid anything. No. I'm done with this map soon. Only one secret so far. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. What is this crap? Enchanter and Keepers.
I wonder what this
There we
is.
go. Lockpicks. Naka. Tell me you sell weapons, please. You feeling well?
I'll see what I can find.
Strange. There's gotta be something with her.
Slowly
Some
now.
quest. Let's try to trigger. Has the full map. Right. I was gonna trigger this shit.
Yes.
Come here, trigger that. Lore giving of perception of resolve. What the fuck? That's
What is it?
That's very good. Finally this game gives me some items. What do you got? Of might, perception, resolve, dexterity. Perception, resolve, dexterity. I don't know. Might, constitution, perception, resolve, dexterity, action speed, reflexes, interrupt. You'll get a lot of it. Damage and healing, fortitude, resist attacks and interrupt physical systems of carry poison disease. Might, constitution, kills vehicles by other. You know what? You'll take that one. What do you got? Fortitude, reflex, will, might. How about your might? You need some might, do you? Yeah. What do you got? Perception. Intellect. Will. Wait. This is of fortitude, reflex, and will. You'll take that one. All good. Let's get moving. I lost 2 might, but now we got pluses everywhere.
What is it?
Good enough, I guess.
As you wish.
Let's get a fuck out to the next area. Although I can poison the leader of the war clan. This is the 4th clan that I'm encountering right now.
Yes?
Yes.
There are 2 left. Those one is, I think, snakes, and the other, I don't know. But 4 so far. Let's get out of this map. The thing is for the main quest that I've run. I don't want to trigger the main quest yet, although I could poison them. Let's get to the next area first. That would be Old Song. Let's get to the Old Song. That's another clan. Song Pass. Non-Frost. Heartsong District. Burial Isle.
Well?
Where are we? Oh, does the one get to the Burial Isle? Dorwell will ferry them across.
Yes.
Okay. Take this.
Nice and quiet.
I guess we start from here. They got bear companions here.
We can't stay down here. Someone must go to the nest eventually.
To the nest. That's the nest. So I don't know about the dark passage. What is this all about? Wood elves.
Just how are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds,
Calm yourself. We should be grateful that she protected us from the winged terror. Besides, even here we have a visitor.
The dragon? Let's know more about Hilea.
Why, she's the goddess of song, art, the sky, and maternity. She's gentle and brilliant, speaking to her followers in dreams, inspiration, and birdsong. It is said that she wears a cloak adorned with a feather from every bird known to kith or wilder, and that she manifests in the flocks themselves.
Aye, and in the screams of childbearing, which I can assure you is not so beauteous a thing.
This is true, which is why midwives are widely considered clergy of Helia, as are many artists and poets. In any case, those of us who follow her feel closest to her splendor in a place where we might share light, song, and a view of the blessed sky.
A sharp tongue indeed. You hear this, Wag?
Relax, Anuin. I'm sure he meant nothing by it. Forgive my consort. She's been rather excitable of late. This is not, as you seem to recognize, our actual temple. It's merely a shrine we've set up after the business with Dragon.
Excitable? Of course I'm excitable. I am livid, and you should be too, Cosfath. There's a dragon in our goddess's sanctuary. If you'd listened to me in the first place, we could have called on the Fangs and sent them after the beast. But no, you advised caution. Now word spread that the dragon ate a few of our followers, and anyone willing to slay it wants an Anumfoth's ransom for the job.
I told you a larger party wouldn't stand a chance. By the time the first half reached the top of the mountain, the second half would still be stuck in the pass. They'd be burned alive. Contrary to Anuin's suggestion, I am in favor of sending someone to kill the dragon. But I suggest a smaller party, and one willing to seek Helia's blessing.
Let me ask you about something else. Just what do you know about this dragon? Large, breathes fire. Taken over the goddess temple on the top of the mountain. Dangerous beast. You should seek guidance from Helia herself. Terevron is sacred space for all the gods. It's kind of the best place to commune with Helia given recent events. I could go after this dragon.
What she means is that this is no mere drake, but a fully grown dragon, and one that has willingly moved into a populated area. You'll want every advantage at your disposal, including the blessing of the Sky Mother herself. I would suggest that you petition her directly at Ter Evron, if you haven't already.
Yeah. Northfield. But the way up the mountain continues from there. It's one of those big circles laid by the builders. I should get started. Kill the dragon.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Let's get moving. This leads to the mountain. Northfield. That's where the dragon is. And there's Temple of Hilea here. Alright, alright. A lot wishes to speak. What do you
Aye?
want?
If those Delamgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
Just means we need to find Theos. We won't change anything. It's just me too. Because remember her taking this. Alright. Shit. Be right back in a second. At least one of you got some good news, right, Isilmir?
Surely, you painter. Means I'm crimmed in this one's skull until he manages to get himself quelled. Please don't do that. It's bad enough knowing that I truly am stuck with her now.
Been waiting for decades now. Did you really think anything would change? She's not that bad. Can't imagine having her in my head. You mean how she's stuck with you?
You two deserve each other.
On the bright side, I got plenty of time to figure out how to deal with her. Even then, what do you think? Your whole life, you've been taking orders, we can assert the authority over her, you'll never have it anywhere else. Like it or not, she's part of you, and she could be a source of strength if you learn to work with her.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her. That means a great deal to me. That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real. It's just... I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that was somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
The Nizzle Mirror would just be a happy accident. You have no one to blame for her.
Yes, that would take the fun out of it.
So you made peace with Nizzle Mirror. That's all. Let's level up Durance. I'll get him survival this time. We can specialize one skill and only one. I wonder what. Inflicts burn damage and lowering deflection. I'll take Divine Mark. We got new spells. Holy shit. I'll check it during the battle. That's level 6 spells. Yeah. The priest hurls a ball of holy fire at the enemy that purges his protection and speeds doom. This continuous burn damage for 5 seconds and accelerates the timer for all beneficial effects on the targets it heals, as well as those with any continuous damage effects. Lifts up to 2 additional nearby enemies. Crowns allies in the glory of the priest god, imbuing all allies in the area of effect with bonuses to perception, intellect, and resolve. Calls upon the aid of the priest god, restoring endurance and reducing durations of negative effects for all allies in the area of effect. This is good. Galvanizes the devotion of the party, granting immunity to charmed and dominated afflictions. Fucking finally I can deal with Kednua and those Adras. That's the spell I wanted. Nice. Grants a single ally temporary immunity to the charm, dominated, paralyzed, petrified, stunned, terrified, and weakened. Ignites powerful zeal within allies that magnifies in the area that shocks any enemies near them.
What is it?
It's very nice. I can't get dominated or charmed anymore. That's very nice. What is this shit? Okay, nothing special. Drugs. Lockpicks. I can go there. What is this? Noon Frost. Another.
This chill gets down into the bones. I wonder what's in there.
Frozen Lake. Why can't I... Motherfucker. Antelope. Dorval. You... Yeah, that's for the ship. If I press on that, will I get directly to Burial Isles? No! Fuck. No! Didn't want to do it. Shit. No. God damn it. The Weaver's song added. Give a fuck out. Where's the quick save? So that's the only way to Burial Isles. I wonder if I can kill Raedric now. I can't get charmed anymore. It should work, although they're very tough.
As you wish.
Get over there. Delem.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Chanter of Old Song. Tell me about this place. Rare songbirds. You want to eat the songbirds? I don't think it's worked that way. TM. Shardwings prefer to nest in Nadra formations. Cloud Singer. Mountain Peaks. Where the dragon is.
You won't see
Little
me
shit. This leads to Heart Song. No. Take that. Let's explore further. Don't detect any traps. Some coin. Oh.
Eyes open.
Urva. Tell me you sell something.
Builder's
Please.
wisdom to you.
Let me see what you got. Come on. Scrolls. No. Fuck it.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
What is this? Only Ma. And that's it. Not much in this area, to be honest. What is that? Oh, it's a dragon's head. Let's get over there. One with that too.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Nice. Subtle.
XP gained again. Right. Burned lady. Can't enter those houses. Okay, let's check this. Let's get in. There a dungeon. Angwitian dungeon. Let's see what this crap is. Another tribe. Tribe of the Fangs.
Arensi has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
What are you doing?
Kareth, this is no place for sightseeing, even for you. The beasts of Galawain's Maw are dangerous, and now more than ever.
Tell me about yourself. Leader of the Fangs. Order of the Hunters. Keepers of the Stone. Fisher Crane. Trita Stelgar. Okay.
Yes, a den of beasts sacred to the Lord of the Hunt himself. Historically, the greatest predator of Air Glanfath has claimed the back of the Maw as its lair. Lately, however, there's been some dispute as to who should occupy that position. And it's leading to discord among our hunters. They won't fight.
Find these tight quarters would be a mess. What's wrong with that?
It is not Galawain's way, and it is not the way of the Maw.
Dora. Would you favor Soul Volnos? See both sides. Soul scanning is unmatched, but Volnos is the mightier of the two. He gives you a heavy iron key. Where can I find Soul? Straight at the back of the map. Where is Ornas? Bears hunting right now. He returns soon. It's never gone for long. Fine. Find the old lioness in Galvan's Ma. Let's do this one. I think I can do this quest.
They won't see me coming.
What else would I do? Best one. What's this? Book of the Hunt. That's stealing. Unlock with Galvan's Ma key. Okay.
Still looking around? Watch your step. Temper's...
Be cautious.
Let me get over here.
Eyes open.
Unlocking this will require a proper key.
Estremore?
Tell me about the map. What are you doing here? My stocks. Where was the ring guard? It's a Bleak Fang, stiletto one-handed. Exceptional. Rhaegar's Konek. Accuracy against human and mortal and godlike dwarf elf. Attack speed. Hits converted to crits. Vetoki. Unique battle axe one-handed. This might be good for barbarian. crits can inflict prone. This might be good for Barbarian, that weapon. The rest is bullshit. What is this? Grants Harbinger, passive. -3 accuracy for 3 seconds. Accuracy versus will. Area effect with radius from caster. 7 Scalder's Word. Light armor with stealth. Shit. By lockpicks. So the only good thing here Touch of Wrath on critical hit, 1 per encounter. Exceptional. That one is also exceptional. Only this. Fuck it.
Yes.
Enter Noonfrost in Old Song. What's here?
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is
the stones
not
at the edges
very
of the
quiet.
chasm. There's leaking a bit of moisture. And this is examine the area. Toss your rope and grappling hook across the chasm. For now. Only need to pass if you want to. Yeah. It's good for now. We can unlock this. See what it is. It's a big area. White bag.
He won't see me coming.
What do we got here? What the fuck? Lion Clansman. Let me see if I can avoid everything. I mean, they'll give me XP, but what's gonna happen if I do this? Cross. Allah's breathing grows labored. Fuck you, Allah. Whoa. Shit, for real. Whoa, 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 what are you doing?
Following your lead.
I don't wanna use spells yet. Are you fucking serious?
That's not very helpful.
Seems like he is. Seems like he is. I need to use spells for them. Interesting. Bloody druid.
Yes.
Eyes open.
Burst him out.
Hi?
Damn, these idiots deal damage. It's a fucking hard area.
Lava.
That. Go on the line. Turn around and hit that. You do this. Knock it out.
I'm Lava.
Again. I'm gonna use any more spells. It's a bit of a problem. Jesus Christ. The fuck is that thing?
You won't see me coming. As you wish.
Pretty tough fights here. There's only 5 of them. And look what happened to other. What have I done now? What the fuck? It's here. I guess that's enough for today. Make one save so we can continue tomorrow. Check the hour. Yeah, it's 5 AM. Feeling that tired. I'll be seeing you back tomorrow, people. Thanks for watching. I wish you all good night.